So in this video, I'm going to take you through a lovely little self-massage and mobilization routine for the neck. Now, I love working on this area with my clients. It's an area that we really tend to hold a lot of our stress and tension, but it's also an area that reacts really well to massage. So you should find that after doing this routine, you instantly feel better in this area. And the lovely thing about this is one that you can repeat whenever you need to when you really start to feel like you need to release some of that tension from the neck and the shoulders. Now we are going to need a little bit of massage medium for this. I'm just using baby oil. You can use any sort of lotion or moisturizer or oil that you can get your hands on. Okay, so make sure you've got that to hand first. So if you haven't, pause the video and go and grab that. Okay, so we're going to start off by calming the nervous system by just using a little bit of breathing. So all I want you to do is breathe in and out through the nose, taking nice, deep, relaxing breaths in and out, and try and think about filling your tummy full of air as you do it to ensure that you're using your diaphragm to breathe rather than using these accessory muscles up the top here, which are already tight. Okay, so breathe in through the nose, and then back out through the nose. Okay, fill that tummy with air as you do it, and out. Okay, we're going to do 4 more of them. So in, and out. 3 more. Two more. Okay, and then just 1 more. And out. Okay, throughout this whole routine, I want you to really think about trying to keep your breath nice, slow and controlled, and breathing in and out through the nose rather than through the mouth to keep the nervous system nice and calm. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is actually start mobilizing and moving the neck. So we're going to start by just turning it from one way to the other. So I want you to turn to the left. Okay, back into the middle and turn to the right. Okay, we're going to do 4 of these, so 3 more. Into the middle, back to the right. Okay, don't forget that breathing, so nice deep breath in. And nice deep breath out. And 1 more. And out. Okay, we're now going to take the head down towards the shoulders in this side bending action. So down to the left first, and then down to the right. Now this is where you might start to notice that you've actually got a bit of stiffness more on one side than to the other. So I have definitely got a bit more stiffness going towards the left than I have when I go to the right. Okay, 1 more of these. Let's make sure we've got the breathing going in. So breathe in and breathe out. Okay, we're now going to go up and down. So take the chin down towards the chest and then up to the sky. Okay, 3 more of these down to the chest. Back up to the sky. Let's get that breathing involved. Breathe in and breathe out. 1 more, breathe in and out. Okay, then we're going to finish this with some nice circles. So I want you to tuck your chin down towards the chest and take it round towards the right shoulder, then up towards the sky, circle it round to the left shoulder, and then back down to the chest, okay? And repeat, right shoulder, up to the sky, down to the left, back to the middle. Let's get that breathing in. So breathe in and breathe out. And in and out. Okay, we're now going to reverse the direction, so chin to the chest, and then over to the left shoulder, up to the sky, round to the right, back to the middle, up to the left, up to the sky, back to the right, back to the middle, okay, and breathing in, and breathing out. And one more, and out. Okay, nice. So what we're now going to do is we're going to start using our massage medium to actually start massaging the area. So you're not going to need a huge amount of this. This is just to help lubricate it all up, so it just reduces any friction against the skin. So just a little bit. The first thing you're going to do is actually just rub it into the area on the side of the neck that we're working on first. Now I'm starting with the left hand side. You can start with whichever side you want to start with. Okay, and try and really coat that area with your massage medium. If you've used too much, don't panic, just rub it into your arms and then you've not got too much on the neck. We want to have a little bit of friction, but not too much, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to massage this side with the opposite hand. So to stop this side getting really tight and uncomfortable as we do that, I recommend you rest the upper arm and the elbow against your rib cage on that side, so that all you've got moving is just the lower arm and the hand, okay? And we're going to start at the top here, just behind the ear, and we're going to go nice and gently first, just to warm the tissues up. So we're going to run the hand down the side of the neck, then focusing towards the back of the neck and the back of the shoulders. You may find this is easier to do without wearing a top. Obviously I use this t-shirt for work, so it's always getting covered in oil, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Okay, so back down below the ear, nice long controlled sweep down the side of the neck towards the back of the body. Now what you'll find is you'll actually probably be able to feel some of the muscles, and you're just sort of tracing that path. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these. Nice big stroke down. That's it. And 1 more. Okay, we're now going to start going a little bit deeper. So we're going to apply a bit more pressure and really start slowing down. So feel for that spot just behind the ear and just behind the jawbone. Then push in a little bit deeper and slow down as you start to work deeper into those tissues. Okay, so we're going down the side of the neck towards the back. If I come side on, you'll see a little bit better what I'm doing. So starting at the back of the ear, nice deep push in with those fingers, running over those muscles and down towards the back of the neck, into those traps towards the shoulder blade. Okay, we can do 3 more of these, so let's make sure we're doing our breathing as we do it. So nice deep breaths in and out. Okay, don't rush this, take your time. Okay, and then on this final one, what I want you to do is actually see if you can find the spots that feel particularly tender compared to the rest of the tissue. Now I've got 1 spot there and 1 spot there. Okay, so what we're going to do this time is we're going to start on that same point, but we're going to actually stop at those points that feel tender. So my first one is here. So these are little trigger points or little knots, whatever you want to call them. They're areas of discomfort and tension in the tissues. And we're going to ask the nervous system to calm them down by applying a bit more pressure. So when you find that spot, what I want you to do is actually start to push into it a little bit harder. Okay, now if you find that you're struggling to do this with your fingers, then just grab yourself a little hard ball or something like that for these trigger point releases. So just press in, and we're looking for a discomfort level here of around about a 6 or 7 out of 10. And we're just going to hold that while we take 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. So hold that point, deep breath in, and deep breath out. And in, and out. And in, and out. Okay, and then as you breathe out, just release it off a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to keep going to find the other spots. So I had one down here. I imagine you'll probably have plenty of spots around here in the traps. And we're then going to do the same thing. So just push in nice and deep with those fingers, looking for a discomfort level of around about 6, 7 or 8 out of 10. Press into that and hold, and take some nice deep breaths in and out while you wait for it to relax off. Okay, so deep breath in and deep breath out. Okay, 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, perfect. Then relax off. Now obviously keep searching around that area. If you've got other spots that need a bit more attention, then just repeat that process on each one. Okay, we're going to move on in this video, but if you need to, just pause and keep searching for those spots. So what we're going to do is, focusing on this side, we're going to do one last release just on these upper traps up here, which tend to get particularly tight and stressed. So you're just going to want to actually use something so you've got a bit more grip. So use a towel, use your t-shirt, or just wipe off all that massage medium that you've used so it's not as slippery as you're trying to grip it. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab a big chunk of this tissue in your upper traps by using a pincer movement with your hands, nice big chunk of tissue, and just lift it up away from the body. So you're pulling up towards the ceiling. And you're just going to hold it there. Now this is probably going to be the most uncomfortable thing you've done yet. This is going to be around about an 8 out of 10. You're just going to squeeze and hold. And as you do that, take some nice deep breaths in and out. Now what you're going to find is you're going to start losing your grip, and that's actually what we want. That's the tissue starting to relax and starting to fall away through our fingers. Keep breathing as you go, and eventually, suddenly, you're going to lose the grip completely, and that area is going to feel so much more relaxed, okay? That can take just a few seconds like it did for me. For others, it may take up to a couple of minutes. So again, if you need to pause the video and wait for that to really relax, that's absolutely fine, okay? We're now going to repeat all that on the other side. So start with a bit of massage medium and just lubricate the area. Okay, when you've got a nice coating on there, again, rest the elbow and the upper arm into the rib cage, fingers starting at the back of the ear and the back of the jaw, and just sweeping down the side of the neck and into the upper traps towards the shoulder, towards the shoulder blade, like so. Okay, so we're going a little bit quicker because we're not going so deep at this stage, we're just warming the tissues up. Okay, let's do 1 more of those. And then let's slow it down and start going a little bit deeper. So a nice big bit of pressure, and slow it down as we run through those tissues. We're going to do 5 big sweeps like this. Really nice and deep into the tissue, and feeling out for any spots that feel really tender and feel like they need a bit more work. Okay, let's go for 2 more. Make sure you're using your breathing. And out. And on this final one, start thinking about where those little hot spots are, those little trigger points. So I've got 1 there again, and 1 there. Okay, so let's use our trigger point therapy. So sweep down, find that first spot and just apply that pressure, looking for a sort of 6 or 7 out of 10, and taking some deep breaths in and out to let it relax. why I find 3 breaths is usually enough for me for that discomfort level to feel like it's really started to drop off, and all I can feel instead is actually just the pressure of me pushing into the spot. We're going to do one more just in case. And out. And then move on to find the next spot, which for me was about here again in that meaty part of the upper trap. So I'm going to apply that pressure. Take some deep breaths in and out. Okay, let's do one more just in case. Okay, relax that one off. And again, if you've got more little spots in there, then just pause the video, find those spots and release them all off. Okay, and then next off we're going to do our pinch technique. So we're going to use something to get a bit of grip, grab the skin and just lift it up. So a nice big bundle of tissue. We've got muscle in there using our pincer movement, and we're just holding that, taking some nice deep relaxing breaths out and in, and then letting it slowly slip away through our fingers as all those muscles relax. Okay, and there it goes for me. Again, if you need a little bit longer, just pause the video and keep holding until you really feel it slip away. Okay, last little bit of massage we're actually going to do is right here at the back of the head. So we've got a little point in here which is really renowned for being really temperamental, and when this area gets sore we can get lots of tension headaches because of the way it pulls onto the tissue. So what you're going to do is take your hands like this, place your fingers onto the top of your head and take your thumbs and dig them in to this spot here, just at the base of the skull, where you can feel the muscles of the neck going up into the skull. So grip and grip. You can do it one at a time, or you can do both together. Let's go one at a time, and then just push into that spot. Now this could feel quite uncomfortable, but at the same time it's quite a nice discomfort. Okay, you're just going to really push in there and hold that. Okay, if you don't feel like you're quite on the spot, then just move the thumb around. You'll know when you get there. Okay, take some nice deep breaths in and out. Okay, 2 more. Deep breath in and out. And in. And out. Just release that pressure. You can hold for longer if you want to. When you're ready, move on to the other side. So pushing right into that spot. Just move your thumb around until you find it. You'll know when you find it because it's a really obvious point of tension. And then just push that thumb in and hold. Okay, one more. And relax. Okay, and hopefully you're already starting to feel like everything is a little bit more relaxed and a little bit less tense. Okay, we're going to finish off with just a nice gentle bit of stretching. Okay, when we're stretching the neck, we don't want to do anything too extreme. It's a really sensitive area, and although actually it's quite difficult for us to really do any damage to our cells, we can freak the nervous system out a little bit, and it can start to create these little protective spasms, which is why we get all this tension in here in the first place. Okay, so we're going to start off by stretching it with a turn. So you're going to turn your head to the left, and as you do it, you're just going to apply some pressure to the side of the face or up here at the head, wherever feels most comfortable for you. I'm just going round here on the jaw and the chin. You're then going to gently try and turn back towards the right. But you're just going to turn gently and not actually create any movement. So what we're doing here is we're contracting these muscles that we're trying to stretch, by turning them and contracting them slightly against that force. So turn slightly back against that force, don't allow any movement. You're going to hold that for about 6 to 10 seconds. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to see if you can turn any further towards the left. And just hold there for around about 10 to 20 seconds in that new position. Okay, remember to keep taking your deep breaths in and out as you do this. Okay, and relax back into the middle, and let's go round to the other side. So turn down to the right, use your hand to apply that resistance, gently turn back towards the left against that resistance, but don't allow any movement. Hold there for 6 to 10 seconds. Okay, deep breath in. Deep breath out and turn further round towards the right and just hold in that new position. Take some nice deep breaths in and out and hold for about 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, then back in towards the middle. Okay, we're now going to tuck our chin down towards our chest. And all we're going to do here is just put our hands on the back of our head and just see if you can pull it slightly further and just hold. Okay, one more deep breath in and out. Okay, then back up into the middle and then up to the sky as far as you can go. Fingers underneath the chin, just give it a little bit of a push. You may feel this is a bit restrictive here. If this one feels really uncomfortable, just don't do it, it's fine. But it is a nice area to stretch if you can. Okay, then back down, and finally we're going to go head tilt. So what I want you to do for this one is reach your arm away and drop your shoulder down on the opposite side to where we're going to tilt. Then going to tell you, I'm taking my right arm out, dropping my shoulder down and just holding my arm there. I'm then going to bring my head towards the left hand side, apply a bit of a stretch using that hand. Try and keep that shoulder down on the other side and just hold there. Okay, then back into the middle. Take the left arm out, drop the shoulder down, bring the head over and pull with the other hand. Okay, one more nice deep breath in and out. And then back into the middle, okay? And then all we're going to do to finish off is just some of those nice circles again. Tucking the chin down, over towards the right hand shoulder, and see if you can really open up that neck. You'll probably find that this already feels better. Really see if you can exaggerate those nice big circles and really get some movement into the neck. Okay, one more this way. Let's go 3 the other way. Okay, back into the middle. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Nice deep breath out. And just relax. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you feel much better after that. Remember, you can do this one as often as you need to really help calm this area up here. I'll see you in the next video.